Well, good morning, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Crackers and Firewood. And today is Sunday, July 6th, 2025. And today is the Sunday afternoon fireside chat. Some of it done in the morning without any fire today. Oh, well, we'll get back to normal in about 2 months' time. It'll be getting back to fire time. So here we are, a week into July already. And time is going by quickly. So yeah, this week we had Canada Day this week. So hopefully all my Canadian friends had a great Canada Day. And we also had Independence Day this week. So hopefully all my U.S. friends had a great holiday. So I guess I'm going to kind of just stay home today. I was going to go to a car show, but son didn't know if he was going to go or not, so I thought, well, I might as well just stay home and finish or continue painting on the house. So getting along pretty good on that, so I am getting some cedar shingles from what I know on the house, and when you put paint over cedar shingles, it bleeds through for some reason, and I'm having some trouble with that. So some places have had to put 2 or 3 coats on. But anyway, and I put the bins on it, and it soaked through the bins even better, I think. So then I put the house paint on, and it's still bleeding through. So I don't know what to do. So I'll just put another coat on it today, and hopefully that'll be good enough. So one of the other things is getting that trailer unloaded and get it stacked outside. So we have the inside full now. I don't have any lights on here today, so that's kind of strange though. And it looks bright in here through the camera, but it's as dark as can be. Standing here, not looking through the camera. Anyway, okay, so up here, yeah, we got it all done here, so all full. 3 rows deep on that wall and 2 rows deep on that wall. So it's about 2 cords, I guess, in around that area. So she's packed up tight up there. I would say by the time I start to burn in probably middle of September, end of September, in around there somewhere, that there'll be a gap up there where I could probably put another row of wood. Because it'll sink and dry and settle and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway, stacked up pretty good. So now I might do like I did last year, where the ladder is there. I made kind of like a little square holding thing, and after we finished splitting the wood over at my son's place, I took all the bits and pieces and hunks and chunks and threw them in that little square. It was only about 2 feet or so tall, the square I made, and kind of just rounded it up as full as I could get it. And I did have some outside, so I think I'll probably do that again this year. No sense throwing the little pieces and the hunks and chunks away. Might as well burn them. We put the work into doing them. So anyway, we're going to go out here. We'll have a look around at this side. So that's where that wood in the trailer is going to go. So whatever that fills up there, that's going to be it for this year. So the other thing I've got to cut the grass soon again. Once the house is done, I'm going to paint the front of the garage here. Won't take too long to do that. Quick quick scraping and that'll be it. I scrape differently than my wife does. She pretty well takes all the paint off and I only take some off. Anyway, she likes scraping for some reason. Anyway, so she's working away at it there now. And I've got all day, so hopefully I got about a quarter of this wall left to do on this back side. So I got to get my ladder holding thing there on the ground over to that side. I'm going to get that white exhaust pipe you can kind of see off to the left there for the propane furnace. I'm going to take that off so it'll be easier to paint around. You can kind of see the line where I stopped just above the white pipe. That's as far as I got yesterday. So just a few minutes later, now it's raining. So wife has gone in the house, no more scraping. And I did get my exhaust pipe off, so that'll make it easier to paint. And we'll just have to see how, she says by her weather thing, it says it's supposed to rain for another 2 hours. So it's not raining that heavy, but of course you can't paint in this kind of weather. So yeah, you can kind of see the line there where the paint stopped. I don't know what's up with the paint. It just seems, I don't know what's with it. Even where it's not bleeding through, it seems to be leaving brush marks too. You can kind of see it up there a bit. I use the same brush and the same paint on the other wall over by the door where we go in, and I didn't seem to notice any of that either. So I don't know. Like I said, painting is just not my thing. So, but can't afford to pay anybody to paint it, and then if you did, it wouldn't be any better than what you'd do yourself anyway. So there you go. So it's not raining that hard, but I think what I'm going to do is maybe I'll move some wood. That might be the next thing. I better go get a coffee though first. I don't want to overdo it, you know. All right, I'll get back to you in a little while. Well, it's still kind of cloudy out, and it seems that the rain has stopped, but you just never know. But anyway, I'm going to try and get a little bit done here, as the day is slipping away, and I was hoping to have this all done today, but you never know. So now, because I don't have a long enough ladder, I kind of rigged up something so that I can get up further. I guess that's an approved system. It's approved for me anyway, I guess. So, all right, so I'll get back to you later if I have any more developments. Well, I'm back again, viewers, and we're about, probably 4 hours later. We're definitely in the afternoon now, and still not done, I guess. So another couple of hours would finish it, but I'm kind of done in. So wife is still scraping, so it's funny why she hasn't gone in yet, because she said her back was sore, along with my back was sore, and so it was time for a cold beverage, and we're probably not going to finish it today, but maybe tomorrow. So my goal now is to have the house finished and have the front of this garage here, this front side, have it done by next weekend. So anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah, you just can't get everything done all at the same time, I guess. So, all right, so we're going to get on to the stickers here in a few minutes. I'll get back to you when I'm going to do that. All right, we'll get on to the stickers here now, and hopefully I can remember some of the videos. And we always start with Granty workshop. Mike. Oh, what did Mike do? Now, I know I seen that. Holy cats, now I can't remember. Oh boy. Anyway, I'll move along here and hopefully I can remember. And we have Murphy Mowers. Lee has a very nice tractor there, a John Deere 445 garden tractor with a number 40 loader on it. And he was showing how that goes onto the tractor. So that's a good video to watch. If you have one of those, I'll try and keep my camera up where I'm supposed to. Anyway, then we have Len's keeping busy. And then we have Garden Tractor Boy. They're still working on their, I believe it's that tractor right there. The Boland's, I think 62 Ridomatic, I believe. Anyway, they're getting her fixed up to go to a show. And they got new bushings and things like that in the rear end. They had the rear end all apart. Holy cats, it takes quite a load of grease to fill her up. I think he said it was a pound of grease he put in it. Yeah, did a great job. And then we have in the backyard with Dell. Haven't seen anything from Dell too much lately. Hopefully his shoulder's coming along good. And then we have Open Air Adventure. Now, with Open Air Adventure, I got an envelope from Open Air Adventure, so we're going to open that up a little bit later. And we have RCAF Polar Express. Dave is getting his wood stove cleaned out and his flue cleaned up and all that stuff ready for the heating season, which I mentioned to Dave is not that far away because we're already got a week of July gone by. But Dave still thinks it's a long time away, but I think he'll realize that it's not that far away. Oh dear, something's going to start doing the heating again. Anyway, and we have maintenance with Mike. And Mike had his Kubota tractor out showing how the backhoe works and digging up a little, or I should say cleaning out a ditch to make the water run better, and then he was dumping it into his Coyote side-by-side vehicle there. So, and then we have Lewis Mowers and Boats right there. Well, Rick's Outdoors. Yeah, Rick's got a new toy there. So he's got an inverted Wolf Ridge splitter to put on the front of the tractor. So he's now got something to split up them 36 to 40 to 44 inch big rounds that he gets. Instead of having to noodle them, the tractor can split them. So that's good. Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. Well, this poor fella is still painting his house. And he's getting there, but he's, oh dear, it's taking time. So, just about done with the house. Now we get on to the garage here. Just going to do the front wall of the garage. And then I got to move into, I don't know what I'm doing carpentry business. So I got to fix the steps on the deck. And then what do we got to do? Oh yeah, I got to get my poor old stove out and get that apart and have a look in it and see if I can fix it. There's holes in it, so I got to fix that up. So Noel has got a lot of stuff to do. And what's Noel doing? Oh, August 1st he's going to the Potato Museum here on Prince Edward Island. Some of the members from the North Shore Antique Tractor and Engine Equipment Club from Wallace, Nova Scotia area are coming here for a little event to go to the museum. So I'm going to tag along with them. That should be a good day. And then in the end of September, I normally go to the Dundas plowing match. So that's another thing that's on the agenda. Then we have Twin Brook Acres, Rick. Everyday Projects, Craig. Gravely Man Small Engine Repair. Artie is into another engine rebuild, I'd say, on his father's 1956 two-wheel walk-behind tractor. So he's having a little trouble with that rig rate at the moment, so I'm sure Artie will get it fixed up. In my busy little shop, Robert is the expert leather worker and tool restorer, antique tool restorer. The log father, well, I'm still way behind on watching videos with everybody in the system, and it just takes a lot of time to watch all the videos and try and do all the other stuff a fella's got to do. Anyway, I'm behind on that. I haven't seen Allen Family Firewood videos either. I don't know if I've seen anything from Big Sons or not. Anyway, Cod Raven, he had one on this morning. He's back to working on his house and milling up wood for the house and having some troubles with the blade. The blade chewed on the mill, so that wasn't good. And then he was using the chainsaw to cut something, and the chainsaw chewed on the mill, so that wasn't good. Anyway, he's kind of having a rough day there with the milling machine. But still all works, and he's got a real good idea there on how to sharpen blades. And I think that would work real good. So if you're interested in a new type of way of sharpening your mill blades, even without taking the blade off, you should go have a look at that video. That's a great video. That was out today. Tucker and I out and about. And then we have outdoors in 608. Jeremiah was making barkless white birch wood. So that's what he was up to. We have Larry Cluck outdoors, and Ross on the land, and Club Dora. K&L Firewood. Great channel there. I haven't seen much from Mike though lately. And we have Gator's World. Here we go. Now Gator, I still haven't used that electric pressure, electric spray gun yet. But I'll try it on something someday, I guess. Anyway, the Bradleys on Catberry Hill, John has got still cutting up wood from the tornado that hit him 2 weeks ago. Holy cats, he's got a lot of work ahead of him there. And we have Father and Son outdoors, and Darrell Wells different stuff. And then we have Tractor Talk with Gary. So Gary's been out an auction there the last couple of videos. And boy, some of them machines are big and mint condition. You'd think they would come right off the showroom floor. And big horsepower. Yeah, some of them are. Anyway, way out of my price range, that's for sure. Anyway, it's a great video on that, Gary. Then we have the Gary approved smoke coming out of his tractor here. Yes, sirree. Then we have Rusty Wrench Restorations. And what did Steve do? After all the work he did, put into Skiddy, fixed it all up and painted it and knew this and knew that and all the other things he did to it, he ups and sells it. What is up with that, Steve? I know what you do. So I'm just fooling with you. Anyway, somebody got a great machine, that's for sure, all fixed up like that. If anybody watched that video or videos on how Steve fixed up Skiddy, Skiddy is a John Deere, a number 70, I think, skid steer loader. And Steve fixed it all up there, all new hoses and new paint, and holy cats, he did her over from one end to the other, inside and out. good machine for somebody. And then we have Adirondack Woodsman. There's a video out too from Jeff, but I didn't get to see that yet either. Like I say, I'm behind on videos, and I know some of the people I talk to through the YouTubes and stuff, they're saying the same thing. They're behind on their YouTubes watching, so it's just the way it is, I guess. So I guess that's going to be it for today's Sunday fireside chat, which was done partly in the morning and partly in the afternoon. And we're going to continue on with our little projects here at home and try and get stuff done. I do have to take the Case 446 loader tractor home to help me get the case off of that, and then maybe put the stove up on a sawhorse and plywood to make it a little easier to work at. So of course I forgot to open up Kenny's letter. So here we go. We'll open this up and see what we got here. It's the sharpest knife on YouTube, so we'll get her open. See that? Sharp, sharp, sharp. We don't want to get into what we're going to get into there. There we go. All right, we'll see what we got here. All right, so Kenny has changed the name of his channel. Some of you probably know, but it's Firewood Adventure now. So there we go. Nice. Oh, there's something on the back too. Look at that. It's kind of dark there, I guess, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway. And we have a new sticker. Firewood Adventure. There we go. I'll get that on there soon, Kenny. I've got to figure out whether to take the old one off and put this one on, or just put this one on over the top of it, or I've got to do some thinking on that yet, so, but it'll get on there. There now. Now, I guess. What do I guess? I guess that I forgot about Grampy's workshop, Mike. So I'll turn you around here for a minute. All right, so yeah, me and my memory, I couldn't remember what video Mike did at Grampy's workshop. So great video there to go and watch if you have a stump that you want to get out of your yard. Mike has a great video there on how to do that without having big expensive tools. He did use his awesome Massey Ferguson tractor, but only to pull out pieces of the stump. So he used a reciprocating saw and sawed down through the stump in numerous places and sawed off the roots to it. And he was able to put a chain around parts of it and hook it to the tractor and then back the tractor up and snap off those pieces of the stump. It was great. Great video on how to do that. So if you have a stump in your yard, it takes a bit of work to do it, but I mean, you can do it with just normal household tools or normal garage tools, and you may not even need the tractor. Once you get the thing cut up enough, a few pry bars and even a garden tractor would help pull pieces of it probably. Anyway, there's what Mike's video was on this past week for Friday. Great video, Mike, on that. All right, so I guess I'm done now. Anyway, I'll try and edit some of the stuff edited to make it a little bit shorter. All right, have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.